You have configured the project tree, created the estimate and specification, and set up the contract. Now the real work begins. In this video, I will show you how to turn work packages into concrete tasks for your team, how the AI creates work instructions, and how to track your project's progress. Until now, everything was focused on the customer. The project tree with its components, epics, and work packages describes what will be built. The specification documents the requirements. The estimate shows the costs. But your developer cannot work directly from a specification. They need a concrete task. What exactly should I do? Which requirements apply? What do I need to watch out for? This is where the transition from planning to implementation happens. In Leadtime, work packages become tickets. Both use the same pool of information, but the perspective changes. The work package describes the scope for the customer. The ticket describes the task for the team. And here is the best part. Leadtime automatically creates an AI-generated work instruction from the questionnaire answers, the package description, and the context. Your developer does not just get a title. They get a fully written task description that explains what needs to be done. There are 3 ways to create tickets from work packages. First, through the context menu in the project tree. Click the 3-dot menu on any element and select Create Tasks. Depending on the level you click, one or multiple tickets are created at once. Click on a component and tickets are created for all work packages below it. Second, directly inside a work package. Open a work package and click Create Task on the right side. This creates a single ticket for that specific package. Third, through the Implementation Overview. Under Configuration, then Implementation Overview, you see a Create Task button in the last column, wherever a work package does not have a ticket yet. This is great for finding gaps and closing them. What gets transferred automatically? The title, description, estimated effort, internal notes, and tags. The tags are especially important. Every ticket automatically receives the component tag and the epic tag. If a ticket carries the tags Coach and Coach Mio Start, you instantly know this belongs to the Coach component, Epic Start phase. You do not need to open the project tree to understand the context. On top of that comes the AI-generated task description. Leadtime takes the questions and answers from the questionnaire, the package description, and the internal notes, and formulates a concrete work instruction for the developer. You should review it briefly and adjust if needed, but in most cases it saves you a significant amount of time. Once the tickets are created, you work with them as usual. You already know the ticket system from the earlier videos. Here is what matters in the project context. You open a ticket, assign it to a team member, set the priority and a due date. For complex work packages, you can create subtasks to break the task into smaller steps. And when tasks depend on each other, you can create links between tickets. For example, create design references, create content. On the Kanban board, you see your team moving tickets through the phases, from new to in progress to feedback to done. Drag and drop, and the status updates automatically. The central place for project leads is the Implementation Overview. You find it under Configuration, then Implementation Overview. Here you see the entire project tree as a table. Each row shows the element name, progress as done versus total, time spent versus budget, the ticket status, the assigned person, and a link to the ticket. This gives you answers to the most important questions at a glance. How far along is the project overall? Which work packages are done? Which are still open? Where is more time being used than planned? Where are tickets still missing? If a work package does not have a ticket yet, you see the Create Task button in the last column. This way, you make sure nothing gets forgotten. The implementation overview is your cockpit for the content level management of the project. For visual and time-based management, there are two more tools you already know from earlier videos. In the Big Picture tab, you see all project tasks as compact cards grouped by task type. At the top, the project statistics, how many tasks are resolved, and how logged hours compare to the total estimate. At a glance, you can spot where bottlenecks are forming. In the pipeline, you plan the time distribution, who works on what in which week. The pipeline automatically accounts for weekends, vacations, and block times. This way, you plan realistically and avoid overload. The combination. The implementation overview shows content progress. Big Picture shows the visual status of all tasks, and the pipeline shows the time-based plan. 3 perspectives. 1 project. Work packages become tickets, the AI creates work instructions, and the implementation overview shows you where your project stands at any time. Together with Big Picture and Pipeline, you have all the tools to manage your project from planning to completion. In the next video, I will show you project acceptance, how to create and run test suites to systematically verify the quality of your work.